the United States, we're taught to think about ourselves and put ourselves before others and not think about others' cultures and how they live. We're not understanding and don't accept their cultures like other people do. There are many cultures around us that are not like our own that we don't see. China is one of these unique cultures. Shanti Hitton from Social Culture in China on usatoday.com said that China has 1/5 of the population of the world and it has the fastest growing economy. This makes China a very important part of the world and it has a very large culture. One thing about their culture that's different from ours in the United States is the way they view family and marriage. Families are largely valued in China, much more so than they are here in the United States. Men aspire to have boys to pass on the family name, and it's a very important thing to them. Firstborn sons always stay at home with their parents to take care of them in their old age, and their families move in with them. The legal age to get married for women is 20 and for men is 22. And they often look to their parents or a matchmaker to choose their spouse for them. And this information is from China on everywherecultures.com. Their weddings are ceremonies like Americans. It's a large ceremony and the bride wears a white dress and the groom wears a tuxedo just like they would here in the United States. And the groom's parents pay for it if they can afford it. After they get married, the wife will go back and live with her husband and his family. The husband's mother is in charge of the family and often treats the new wife bad, but she still has to respect her and do what she asks. Women were given freedom of choosing their spouse and divorce in 1949. Though getting a divorce is still hard and it's a big challenge for women, they do have that right. The second thing that's different in China than it is in the United States is the role of gender. This has been an issue for years in China, says Hitton from USA Today. Men were placed above women traditionally in the social hierarchy, and the one-child policy that was put in place to reduce the overpopulation and overcrowding of China made worsened treatment on women. Since the men have such a big aspiration to have boys to pass on the name, the women were treated much worse, and female infanticide, which is killing of female infants, and abandonment became a large part of what went on in China. This, however, changed in the 20th century, and women now play great roles today, and they are higher up, and aren't treated as bad in China. Another thing that is big in Chinese culture is the way they view their holidays. They have elaborate festivals and take pride in their holidays. One of these is the Chinese Lantern Festival, which these are some examples of some lanterns crafts that you might see. The Chinese Lantern Festival is held on the 5th day of the new year, and it is the first holiday after the beginning of the new year. And this is off of Chinese Lantern Festival from China International Travel Service, Guilin Company Limited. This started when Emperor Hongmingdi of the Han Dynasty, who was a big believer in Buddhism, saw that the monks were lighting lanterns and in respect for Buddha, and so he wanted all the families to do so in China. So he ordered them to do so, and it became a big festival that still goes on today. This dates back about 2,000 years ago, and the festival marks the first full moon of the new year and also ends the New Year holiday. So in researching other cultures, you become more accepting and less selfish about your culture, and you stop focusing on yourself. It helps you learn about other people and how they live.